I'll be sending out that notice. Not yet. Where are we? Back up. Graduate school site redesign. The graduate school appears before us. The graduate school said they had money this year to put in towards working on their site redesign. I had hoped that next year we could kind of start working on all the college sites and a redesign for each one of the sites. Budget constraints are going to make that a little tricky in that I only have a limited amount of money and we've got 9 colleges. Is that 9? Sorry. And to redesign, what my takeaway was from the college listening tour is that each college has its own personality. Each school has its own kind of requirements, what they expect of the website, things like that. They'll all fit in the framework of GRU, but I'm really hoping that each college can have a site that really expresses who they are. So that means coming in and doing some research more research for each school, developing an architecture for each school. I mean, allied health is different from MCG, is different from education and science and math. They all are very, very different. So we're hoping to start working on that next year. Anyway, Graduate Studies has some funds that they wanted to put towards it this year. Hopefully we'll get that kicked off within the next week and a half, and start working on that. Okay, now we can go in the first round of designs. These are very small intentionally. These were the first presentations that Vision Point gave to us. They gave us 3 options for the home page, 3 options for an admissions page, and 3 options for a content or sub-level page. These were reviewed by the web team and the marketing team and communications, all of them. Everybody had their feedback on them, what they liked, what they didn't like, what seemed to work, what didn't work. Vision Point's taking all of those comments, taking what they know how to do, and they're going to come back with this second round, which we are all hoping is going to be a lot closer to what our expectations are for the site. Because they were different. Go back to the home page. They're different components. I don't know that we all like this big slash all the time, even though that is a major part of the undergraduate admissions programming and advertising and everything. Where over here you don't have it as much, here you've got a little bit of it, and here you've got a lot. We're trying to mix that up so that we have a happy medium there. Okay, we can go to Site Improve. Yay, Site Improve. This has been a fabulous tool. It allows us to see where all the broken links are on the site, where those links are supposed to go. I am still amazed at how many links there are on our site that still go to the old portal. The old portal does not exist anymore. It is gone. The server does not work. It is dead. So if you know you've got links to the portal on your site, you need to go in and either take them down or you need to replace them with a document that it was linking to on the portal. In some cases, you may not know what that is. You're going to have to do a little investigative work. But we've got to get those links fixed on the site. Let's see. Site Improve checks the entire site for broken links and misspellings. It will help us with search engine optimization, and it will give us some custom web governance. Once we get our web governance set in order, we can apply those rules to Site Improve, and when a page doesn't fit within the web governance, it will let us know. Each college or major website will have access to their own site in Site Improve. All you do is log in, put your password in, it comes up with a report. We can go there now. This is what the kind of overall report, there we go, overall report looks like. And you see that big number of 10,427? That's how many broken links are on our site today. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. Misspellings have come down quite a bit. We were in the high numbers of misspellings, but those have come down. Several of our users have been working on it. I try to get in there every day and chug away every day a little piece of it and all. But you have the ability to look at links. Over here, we have a summary of links. We've got spelling. We get a summary of spelling. If you scroll down a little bit, these show you the pages. If you'll click one of these Georgia Regents pages here, yeah, it'll bring up a separate window that will show you the page and show you what it thinks is a misspelling. Some of these may not be misspellings, but it's not in the dictionary. So you have the ability, if you know that that's right, you can add that to the dictionary, and it won't look for that again. It won't come up again. Okay? If you haven't heard from me about Site Improve and you would like to get a report, get access to your site, send an email to Web Content, and I'll get you set up. In that same respect, I've been pulling the server files for each major area and college of the site and meeting with various people to go over what we have on the site. I discussed that at our last meeting. If you haven't contacted me, please do. Let's go over your files. Let's see what can be cleaned up, what needs to be moved into the appropriate folders. Start getting really proactive as far as getting the site cleaned up. We're down to about 2.5, 3 months now, so we've got to really start working on it. Okay? This was just yeah. So Heather's going to talk about the calendar.
All right, so we're upgrading to the latest version of Access Calendar. It's the same software that we currently use for adding events to the university calendar right now. And we always hoped that that would be the single source of all events for the university and enterprise. However, there were lots of things missing: academics, athletics, things like that. Then there were also lots of things that shouldn't be there. Personal meetings, things that were not open to the public, and all of that clutter was making it to where people were having trouble using it, and overall I think people were not using it as much as they wanted. So with this new project, our first priority was reducing the calendar clutter. In the current active data calendar, we have 42 categories. Locations are also duplicated and sometimes triplicated, making it impossible for you to find events by location. We also don't really have clear criteria for what types of events need to be added on the calendar. And all of these things, I think, overall are the reasons we haven't used it to its full extent. So we're in the process of working with some focus groups and developing some standard operating procedures, what criteria will get your event highlighted on the homepage. What types of events should go here, and what should go in an Outlook calendar for your department. That sort of thing. And the best part is that we're actually breaking it down into 2 calendars. We're going to have an academic calendar that will only be used by the registrar. Those are the only ones that have access to that. That will maintain the integrity of those events. But then we'll also have the master calendar, where everything is listed, including some of the academic events, the big things, commencement, final exam, stuff like that. But this way, we'll be able to keep them separate, and then let me show you what it looks like on the main calendar. So if you have, this is the new calendar, we actually just have it broken down very simply by events and academics. That's all it is, so that you can see whatever it is that they're interested in. This is the old calendar interface. And anybody that's at an event knows that it was really clunky, it was kind of old, and didn't really work that well, and it was definitely not intuitive. The new interface has been entirely redesigned. It makes a lot more sense. Everything's on one page. Very, very easy to work with.
A lot more drop-down. Select things rather than inputting yourself.
And everyone can log in. Right now, logins that most people use to log in. Anyone can log in and submit an event. But our web users and so forth will be allowed to authorize those events to be published. This way, nobody will have to chase people down for information. They can enter their own event. You don't have to send an email to us to get it on the website. Anybody will be able to do that. The other thing that is really nice about this is it's photo-driven events and layouts. So previously, you could only have one image, and it was really not that exciting. It was super tiny. So now, if you go into the calendar, you can add as many images as you would like. It has the really nice city photo enlargement. If it ever wants to load, I'll show you. We also can do a really special calendar layout. Oh, there we are. So you can go through and have all of your events, photos. It really will help you promote your events and make them look a little more appealing than that tiny thumbnail you had before. You can also embed videos, embed with maps so that people can get directions directly to your event. That was another complaint we got a lot. And lastly, we will finally have a fully responsive calendar design. So you will be able to get the calendar work on your phone, your tablet, whatever it is that you have, without losing the experience and ending up with some error. And what's really funny is that Davin's just arrived, and now we're getting to the part where Davin will be talking about. It's not on the screen, but we're going to talk about Flickr right after the calendar.
Let me just give an update on what we're going to do with Flickr.
I was at the meeting in Silverville. I ran all the way over here.
Yay! Thank you, Daddy.
Okay, we ran.
Sounds
like it, right? What we've noticed with the University Flickr account is communication and marketing has basically 3 departments that dump photos there, and it's getting confusing as to what photos you can use on your website, what photos are supposed to be for press releases and things like that. So we're actually going to be dividing our current Flickr account into 3 Flickr accounts. So sometime in the future, we'll be sending some updates to the web publishers that we're going to have a web-only Flickr account, and these will be images that it's fine for you guys to use on the website. It's also where we're going to put your photo galleries for powering slideshows and things like that. So you'll be able to upload and change those things whenever we use Flickr to power our slideshows. And then the other 2 accounts that will exist are a news account and a marketing account. So if you're looking for photos that are approved by marketing to go in brochures and different things like that, you could use that. And the news account is for national media to come and get pictures for their press releases and things like that. And what we found was it probably wasn't a great idea to have a picture of Dr. Kaufman stabbing somebody with a giant needle from one of our other things in the national news account. So we're going to be dividing those up pretty soon, and when we do, we'll send you guys an email. The Flickr account will probably be listed on our webpage, but it won't be the one at the very bottom on the Flickr anymore. It will be divided out so that you guys can have access to it, but it won't be one that everybody in the world can actually get to.
Okay, great. And as Davin said, we've had several requests from various areas in the website that have larger events where they take a lot of photos of the event and they want to put them out there. This will allow you to have kind of like a photo gallery in Flickr, so it's easy to manage, and you can post it on your website. Okay. Now, I am proud to announce that we have a new team member. Eric Odom joined our team. Stand up, Eric, and talk here.
Yeah, the thing makes it look like I got desperate and actually hired this stuff.
This is G-Rappy. G-Rappy is our mascot. He belongs to us. She belongs to us, whatever. Anyway, Eric joined the team April 2nd was your first day, right? Just finished orientation.
Just 1 day short of getting that holiday.
That's right. Eric will be responsible for MCG. So if you work on a site within the medical school, Eric will be your go-to. We're going to set up a meeting with all the MCG users within the next couple weeks, so Eric can meet everybody and talk about them. He's been working with Site Improve for MCG and getting very familiar with all of the pages on MCG. Needless to say, MCG is our largest site. We have more users for MCG. We have more pages for MCG. It's going to take somebody of Eric's caliber to kind of get a handle on that and really help you get the information out, help you with this migration with the new site and everything. Okay, so welcome, Eric.
You've already showed stuff to wrap.
Yes. So, questions, comments? Anybody have anything they'd like to talk about?
Regarding the photos, our website, virtually all of our photos are taken in-house.
Mm-hmm.
So in the future, will photos be run through a committee and put on the Flickr account before we put on our website?
No. This is just for, we've been telling people in training that if you need photographs for your website, you can go to the Flickr account and download some of those images and use them. We're not serving as a stock repository of photographs from maybe like buildings and things like that. So no, we're not going to go through and check your images. Now, use the normal discretion that you would for posting stuff to the web, as always. But yeah, no, this is just kind of a database of images that might be useful for people, building websites.
We just had several requests for people wanting to put like slideshows up. I know you've seen the pages that have all these little thumbnails of it goes on this, they've got them all set up in a table and they've got them all sized, so you've got a tiny one and you click on it and you get the bigger one. We're trying to simplify that process for them.
Now, will users, will just students and faculty and staff be able to download these photos if they want, like, we were to put out photos from an event, but they also download them?
If they made their way to the Flickr gallery, probably, but most of the time, that's the way we're doing it now, and we don't have a lot of instances of photos being downloaded. Most of everything goes onto our Flickr account, as far as galleries and things like that. And most of the time, people don't, go there and do that. It's just whenever we actually have people try. Like the big thing is having national media go to those pages. Finding our match day, photos and stuff like that. We have to, the media team wants to curate that stuff a little bit better so that,
A little more selective.
Yeah.
Where will training videos go? We want the training videos on our website. Where are they uploaded?
Use this, put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
This is what you recommend because
Once you get them in a YouTube account of the GRU YouTube account, we can put them in a category, right? I've forgotten what they call it in YouTube, but we can put like all of the dental school videos there. So it's not really out there on YouTube, but then you can get to it and get the embed code, and you can embed that video on your web page. It's so much cleaner, easier for the user.
One thing I wanted to say real quick is the meeting I just came from was the tuition fees meeting for the wrap up for the new fall 2000 2015 tuition fees. We have that database built out. It's being reviewed by program directors right now. So probably in July, I think we're going to be switching the current tuition fees website to the new 2015 data. There will be a 2015 preview available on the tuition fees website. So what that means for you guys is if you're using the embedded tuition fees information, it will automatically switch to the 2015 data whenever we make that change. So you don't have to go in there and change anything. It will automatically update for you.
Going further.
Taylor.
We got a question from online. Is there the ability to just make an appointment with you and then look at the...
Sure. Just let me know. Just contact me, CE Thomas, or webcontent@gru.edu. I've met with several groups now, and it does make it a lot easier to do it in person, to sit down and go through it.
When's the OU campus update?
The new one is going to be later this fall. We're scheduled, Vision Point is scheduled to send on the update, the mother company of OU campus, the development files, is that right? Yeah. Mid to latter part of July. The update said it will take them maybe up to 4 weeks to get them built out and then to start migrating the content in. So we've probably got until mid-August, maybe, to get the site cleaned up. Any other questions? Concerns? Okay, I will encourage all of the web users, please make every effort to attend the web governance meeting on May 14th. It'll be up at Somerville in the coffee house. You'll all get a notice. I'll send out an email to all the web users with the exact day, time, and location and everything. It's real important that we get your feedback on web governance. It's real important that you understand exactly what web governance is and how it will affect your working on the website. Okay? Thank you. We kept it under 30 minutes. Yay! We've got meetings scheduled every month now, probably till the end of the year with everything that's going on with the web updates and all.